What's up, YouTube? Welcome back on Duty Reactions. We here, we on duty. Let's get right into this.
You're actually seeing the nice Erin. The bad Erin no one wants to see. She was 13 years old. She went in her bedroom with red paint, and she painted on the entire wall an operating looking table or a morgue table, and drew my body on it with my head cut off and the blood running all over the floor. And she didn't remember doing it. And that's when we had to start trying to find her help.
No. She's going in your chicken feed.
Aaron.
This is the house of 25-year-old Aaron Olson and 27-year-old Brennan Mickelson, a quiet-looking home that hides a nightmare no one in the neighborhood could have imagined. Behind its doors is the stench of ammonia thick.
Why is it like the most heinous crimes happen in the most luxurious neighborhoods? Why? Or the inside of the house look totally opposite of the outside neighborhood? Why?
In the air, malnourished animals crammed into cages, and exotic creatures housed in poorly maintained makeshift enclosures.
We live in a camper in Wolf Camping. How does that work?
What begins as a routine welfare check quickly spirals into one of the most disturbing animal neglect cases investigators have ever seen. And as the truth unravels, so will the twisted world Aaron has built, one creature at a time. On the morning of Monday, June 19th, 2023, at around 9:27 a.m., officers from the Sparta Police Department, accompanied by humane officers, arrive at a residence in Wisconsin. Their visit follows the issuance of a search warrant, prompted by multiple complaints raising concerns about the treatment and welfare of animals at the property. But nothing prepares them for the horrifying scene that awaits inside the house and beyond its walls. Upon entering, officers notice a strong ammonia smell that causes eye irritation. Cats of various ages are seen throughout the living room, some walking over feces on the couch.
Can you live like that? I mean, all them animals, all the feces, urine. Man, I can't live like that.
A wooden stand holds a small bowl of cat food, which appears insufficient for the number of animals present.
Do you have a cell phone to call her?
My cat is outside.
Sure. Does she have any computers here or laptops?
No, she doesn't use one.
Does she use the phone?
Yeah.
Aaron's cousin, who has been living at the residence, informs officers that the homeowners, Aaron and her boyfriend Brennan, are currently away, reportedly camping. As the search deepens, investigators begin to uncover signs of far more disturbing neglect. According to reports, an ammonia concentration of 17 parts per million is considered moderately hazardous and requires immediate cleaning of cages and bedding. Just as officers began to grasp the extent of
I was just about to say that. That ammonia is dangerous, or that smell of ammonia, that buildup of urine and feces. Luckily, they don't have no kids in there. Hopefully, they don't.
the animal's condition, Aaron calls her cousin.
Yeah, it's Aaron. I'm just
Sparta Police Officer, right? It's a search warrant for, in the search warrant it says neglect or mistreatment of animals, selling without a license.
While the humane officers rescue more animals, investigators speak with Aaron's cousin to understand how long the animals have been suffering.
Here for about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. What kind of things have you seen as far as care for the animals and that kind of stuff?
I mean, as far as like the like feces clean up and stuff like that, like it was a lot worse when I got here because there were more animals when I got here. But within the past couple of weeks, I mean, it's.
I may have been wrong earlier. It really don't look like the best neighborhood, but who am I to judge?
Gotten better, but it's obviously still not where it should be.
What do you know about the rat in the back?
I had no idea about those animals. I didn't really go
Who's been
there.
taking care of them?
I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know. Has anybody been here to feed and water the animals or take care of them since they've been gone on Friday?
As far as I know, my mom comes every day.
Okay, this is feeding the animals inside the house?
As her cousin continues to share details about her time at the residence, the investigator brings up the topic that has prompted the entire investigation this day.
When she got the mother dog and the puppies? Okay, did you see them at all?
I saw the mom dog, yeah.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform. Describe what you want.
Just for that last night she got everything.
My apologies about the commercial.
Is that when you did the video?
This is a subject investigators will explore in detail later, and as the cousins begin to explain what she witnessed, Erin calls again.
We served a search warrant, and in the process of serving a search warrant, we discovered at least one of the rats in the back there deceased in the kennel. Okay, to be honest with you, I didn't go back in there, but I was told by the other agents that are here.
As the investigator asks Erin and Brennan to arrive at the residence, the humane officers start bringing out the rescued animals.
No, I don't usually go back.
She wasn't here either until last night. Supposedly, Erin's mother is the one who's supposed to be taking care of feeding animals.
Just then, as Erin's mother arrives on the scene, she reveals unsettling details about her daughter's long-standing and deeply disturbing obsession with animals.
Somebody snitched on her. One of her family members snitched. They got tired of that. And they said, hold on. She ain't listening to us. We done did interventions. It's time to snitch on her. We calling the ASPCA, the Animal Police, the federal government for the animals. They sent them people on her.
The camper parked in Erin's backyard belongs to her friends, who have been living there with their 2-year-old child while searching for a permanent home. The discoveries inside that camper, including its deplorable condition, will soon come to light. For now, investigators focus on gathering as much information as they can from her mother about Erin's behavior around the animals.
I flipped down her a couple weeks ago and said, "You're not living like this anymore."
Yeah, all of us are kind of like trying to, and I mean, of all people, like, I definitely know about addiction, so I mean, yeah, I was like, Erin, you need to understand that this is an addiction. It's not about, coping with your, it's like, her unhealthy coping mechanism is animals.
Yeah.
Like mine was drugs.
I gave her so much time to.
No, she's going to be charged with doing that.
Yes, and
The state is
I tried to prepare her for a worst case scenario, and I couldn't run
And
it.
what is your thought on what is your worst case scenario on this?
That she gets charged with everything all the way back.
And that's very possible.
And that scares the hell out of me. Because, I understand where you're coming from. But like what happened in Uruguay, and I don't defend her, but what she did was she went to that farm where the lady had over 100 cats. She gets there, and the majority of them are sick. What does my daughter do? She takes 40 of the sick ones. And
Not just to talk bad about people like that, but they really start out with a good heart, like trying to rescue the animals, you know what I mean? Adopting animals to get them out of shelters, and it really start with a good heart, but then it ends up like this. You wind up hoarding animals. They get way beyond what you can control, and you just you got too much love for them.
I was like, what are you doing? And I didn't know she had that.
As her mother speaks with investigators, disturbing details from Erin's childhood will later come to light. For now, the list of rescued creatures continues to grow as more animal rescue workers arrive. As Erin works with investigators and asks that the animals be spared, a list of rescued creatures and the poor condition of the snakes begins to surface, adding to the case against her.
We have 7 kittens, 2 adults. There's 3 more adults in the house that we can't catch. There are 2 ball pythons out there. There's no water. It's super dehydrated.
I'm just trying to help me.
Yeah, you just
The camper was in poor condition and noticeably worn. Officers observed garbage bags on the counter and used diapers scattered in the front area. In the back, they found a variety of fish and amphibians, along with snakes housed in glass enclosures and fish tanks placed on countertops. Humane officers later contacted the Monroe County Health Department, which classified the camper as uninhabitable. It raised concerns as Aaron's friends had been living there with their 2-year-old child.
You live in a camper, but you go camping? How does that work?
I'm not sure. Aren't you always here?
While officers worked to secure more animals after the call, much of the property still remains unchecked. The garage is also cluttered with cages and filth, prompting officers to document every discovery in the overall condition of the house with photographs for evidence, as Aaron's mother finally sheds light on her daughter's mental illness.
So you're actually seeing the nice Erin. The bad Erin no one wants to see. She was 13 years old. She went in her bedroom with red paint. She painted on the entire wall, an operating moving table or a motor table, and drew my body on it with my head cut off, and the blood running all over the floor. Yeah, and she doesn't remember doing it, you know. And that's when we had to start trying to find her help, and I searched, and there was no mental hospitals that would take her, right?
Erin was secretly selling animals online. To hide this, she created multiple fake Facebook profiles, using names like Octavia Marie, April Marie.
Okay. She was selling animals. That's what she was doing. She was breeding them and selling them, most likely. She probably was getting them for free from the adoptions, breeding them and selling them. Makes sense now. You got a drug dealers have a house full of drugs. Yeah, selling animals. I got a house full of animals. She was trying to get rich.
And Ariana Joan. She posted online often, offering puppies and other animals for sale, a pattern that her mother now clearly recognizes as part of the problem.
You know what I mean? You've been counseled by multiple counties on what you should be doing, and it's going one out the other. But like you said, when there's an illness there, she's not recognizing a problem.
And that's what I told him, like when you guys tell her this stuff, she's upset, but she hears you. And then I talked to her and she's like, I know, Mom, I know. And then like 3 or 4 days go by and she convinces herself that she's helping. So why are they stopping?
That's honestly most animals. To be honest with you, they start with their heart in the right place.
Finally, when Erin and Brennan arrive at the scene, the details of the neglect and its history start to become clear.
I've been begging for help and no one would help me. I've been begging for help with these cats and I've been turned down multiple times. They said they wouldn't help me, and now they're coming to take my animals because they wouldn't help me. I've been begging for weeks.
Because I thought you were trying to get a license or something.
I was trying to get a license, but then they came and said I needed to get rid of my animals, so I got rid of a bunch, and I've been begging for help with the feral cats that have been pooping everywhere and peeing everywhere, and no one would help me. We had planned to keep our 3 cats, and that was it. And I wasn't going to rescue anymore. I was giving up on dogs. I was giving up on everything. And now...
See? I said that in the beginning. She probably started just with a good heart, and it got overwhelming. That's what happens to most animal lovers. They don't want to see animals suffering and, homeless. So they try their best to rescue a lot, and they do. But then they get overwhelming, So she probably said, instead of getting rid of them, let me see if I could sell a couple. She probably wasn't selling animals. She probably just, didn't want to give them back to the shelter, or just put them in the streets.
This is happening, and
Word of Erin's treatment of animals had spread widely within the community, and while some rescue homes had initially offered help, they clearly outlined their reasons for backing out in the emails they sent to her. As the conversation continues, Erin finally shares her version of events from a month earlier, on May 23, 2023. The incident that ultimately led officers to her residence with a search warrant this day on June 19th.
And what happened with the dogs too? Because I heard something about the puppies.
They're a friend's house. Or the puppies, or
Puppies and then a dog that was.
So I had a lady drop off a mom and puppies. She was threatening to throw them in the woods, and I was trying to find someone to take them from us because I knew I couldn't have them, but I didn't want them dropped off in the woods. And I was trying to reach out to shelters. No shelters would help me. They just.
All right, man. She just had a good heart. They shouldn't really arrest her or nothing like that. You know, probably give her a couple fines. Don't let her adopt no more animals for a while, but she shouldn't go to jail. All right, we're going to conclude this video. Y'all can catch the rest of this over on Cold Blue Cam. Check me out, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.